Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. Thank you again for tuning in. It's another AFL rendition of the show here. I hope you've been well. Hope you guys are chilling. I hope all is good as I sort of adjust my mic. Look, a big game, a big one over there in Melbourne, over in Victoria, over at the MCG. The Pies host the Giants, and I want to do my best to give you guys my tips and a little bit of a breakdown analysis on who to watch and stats and all that stuff. But before we get into it, DJ, hit that intro. Alright guys, hope you're well. Hope your week has been A-OK. Yes, the AFL, the footy, right? I'm going to be slowly bringing more footy content as the weeks go by. I understand it's going to be a very slow process, but I do believe I'll get there at the end. I definitely do. But in saying that, anyway, regardless, I digest. The Pies host the Giants in a prelim. The Giants have been, much like Carlton, they've been a team that went down the bottom in the season and somehow miraculously, obviously, shot up to the 8 and have done well to punch above their weight. But now they knock on the door here of a very well-experienced, well-campaigned Pies team. Nonetheless, the Giants are to a degree. But in this game here, we're just going to see who is going to really win. Now, we got some key sort of info as well. Nick Daicos is back, which is good news for the Pies. And my understanding is Darcy Moore, the captain, is being able to keep training well, obviously having played the game against Melbourne after having a bit of a layoff, if you will, with the injury. But he's back and he's humming and he's ready to go. So, look, the last time these two teams met this year, the Pies won 120 points to 55. It was a hiding, if you will. So again, though, as we know in all sports, finals is a different beast altogether. Don't worry about regular season. Finals is where it's at, right? Okay. So, and again, just head-to-head with these two teams per average again this year. The Magpies have about 365 disposals, and the Giants have about 382 disposals per game. Inside 50, so for those of you who don't know, inside 50 is basically when you kick the ball inside the 50, right, in the AFL term. And on average, the Pies do it 52.5 times, and the Giants 56.2. The clearances again, trying to get the ball out of the mess, if you will, the havoc, usually when there's a lot of players around the place, is 36.6 for the Pies, and the same too for the Giants. So these teams are virtually neck and neck there, so it's going to be very interesting. Marks per game, the Pies 89.5, and the Giants 86.1. Disposal efficiencies, Pies were 73, and the Giants were 72. And possessions per game, Magpies 355, the Giants 373, so they win that. Free kicks awarded, no surprise, maybe. Pies 18.5, and the Giants 15.6. And tackles per game, 63.6, compared to the Giants 61.5. So, again, it's going to be a bit of a telling contest. And just quickly as well, the hit out. So the hit out is when the umpire throws the ball up, and then the two ruck, so usually the tallest players in the team battle for the ball there to try and tap it so that their team can get the advantage. Contested possessions 132 to 141, and the turnover 66 to 72.8. Again, I don't think I'll be reading these stats too in depth like this usually, but I thought I'd give you guys just a bit of context, so it is what it is. So again, if you see this game here, it really is, to a degree it's going to be neck and neck, but I almost feel like the hit out is where it's going to be won. The clearances, and again, whether you like it or not, I suppose the contested possessions, those sort of three, I guess, stats really determine the game for mine. For example, I think anyway. Players to watch, right? Toby Green, right? For the Giants, you got Toby Green, you've got Stephen Coniglio, right? You got Connor Iden, a defender there, and obviously, again, you got the likes of Tom Green as well, Toby Bedford. So they've just got a plethora, and I mean a plethora of players there to watch. For the Pies, you got Chris, side bottom there, Chris, side bottom, no, sorry, Steele, side, no, Chris side, hang on, pause. players to watch there for the Pies. You've got Steele side bottom, right? You've got the likes of Nick Daicos, as I've touched on before, Scott Pendlebury, Darcy Moore, the captain, obviously, Tom Mitchell, Brody Mihacek, right? You've got the likes of Braden Maynard, right? Again, very controversial surrounding him, but it is what it is. He laces up the boots this Friday. Again, Bobby Hill. Anyway, there's a lot of players, and even for the Giants, as I touched on before, Jesse Hogan, Lachlan Keefe, Josh Kelly, the likes of Toby McMullen, right? They've just got this is going to be a really good game. This is really going to be a good game. Look, in terms of where it's at and how it goes, it's so hard, honestly, because you've got the determined, the crowd favorite, if you will, in the Giants versus everyone's most hated team. You either love them or you hate them, and that's the Collingwood Magpies. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm actually okay. I'm going to be tipping in this game here the Pies. I think the Pies get it done. I've touched on this before, but look, I really think for mine, the hit-outs, for example, but I think for mine, what they do well, what Port couldn't do, is actually close that fury of attack that Giants do present, obviously, after clearances, and just how they sort of gun and go, right? A lot of gun and going by them. But I really think the Pies have the defense to shut that down. Now, the question is, do the Giants have what it takes to take out the Pies, forward line, really? That's sort of the question I'm looking at, and I'm not too sure, to be fair with you. I'm not too sure. But in saying that, though, I do expect here the Pies to be humming after, the judiciary. And obviously it's a home game for them. But at the same time as well, do not be, don't be surprised if the Giants really do pull this off. However, I really think where it's going to be run is, like I said, the three key areas there: contested possessions, hit-outs, right, as well as clearances. And I generally believe that I think the Pies should get on top of them there. But yeah, I reckon it should be I don't think it'll be a close game. I think this game's will be open, and I reckon the Pies will run away with it. Sounds silly, but that's just what I'm going for anyway. Anyway, that's my thoughts there. Give me yours. Take it easy. See you guys next time. Good luck. Calm the Pies. Hold the ball.